Hello and welcome into the round one edition of the Commissioner's Corner in the League of Extraordinary Salesmen. The 49ers are officially hot trash as they failed to get a win against the Rams on a short week at home and eliminating any sliver of hope that we had at making the playoffs, while the Jets end up beating the Jaguars. Once they're eliminated from the playoffs, that's when they start playing their best football and usually worsening their draft picks for next season. Classic Jets football. Gotta love it. Without further ado, let's take a look at the first round matchups. Here we have it. In the first playoff matchup, Goody got off to a hot start with Mike Stairway to Evans delivering a Ja'Marr Chase level game with 2 touchdowns. Then Jeff came storming back with Jared Goff throwing for nearly 500 yards and 5 touchdowns to put him in striking distance to advance. Unfortunately, in the end, Jeff wasn't able to garner the explosive days he has been accustomed to from Saquon and Alvin Kamara, which gives Goody the 139.4 to 137.4 victory, defeating Jeff in the playoffs in back-to-back seasons. Tough break, Jeff. In our second playoff matchup, Jacob jumped out ahead early and never looked back. Jalen Hurts got his 14th rushing touchdown of the season and actually looked like a competent quarterback, passing for 2 more and almost 300 yards. Nick tried to make it interesting, but Derrick Henry lost his crown and Bo nixed that comeback. So ultimately, it's Jacob, led by James Conner, who terminated Nick's season with a 145.9 to 118.1 win. Let's now turn our attention to the second round of the playoffs. In the first matchup, Jacob is taking on Val, who is coming off a bye. Jacob will once again lean heavily on Jalen Hurts and might even join in the tush push, but he will also need James Conner and Breece to deck the halls this holiday season to help get him into the championship game. Val, on the other hand, is getting healthy at the right time, with Puka leading the Rams to first place in the NFC West and Lamar Jackson showcasing his elite dual threat ability. Both teams will be battling it out for this one. In the second matchup, Goody has been on an absolute tear these last few weeks with Ja'Marr Chase to Mike Evans and even Kyren Williams. He is balanced at every position, yet also has explosive playmakers capable of going off on any given Sunday. Who will be taking on myself while I had a solid stretch in the middle of the season to give me the number 1 seed and that bye. My team has been falling apart at the seams as of late. Rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels has shown he can play at a high level, while fellow rookie tight end Brock Bowers has been a stud all season despite poor quarterback play from the Raiders. And Jahmyr Gibbs, we will see him in a full-time role with the injury to David Montgomery. Should be interesting to see how that plays out. Let the best team win. So as we look ahead to week 16, there are only 4 teams remaining. Goody, Jacob, Bal, and myself are the final 4 teams hoping to go big for blue, getting your name stamped right on this trophy right here. You're all have a chance to bring home the hardware, but you've got to make sure win and go to the championship game. Lose, you're in the semifinals and a chance to at least get 3rd place, but you won't be competing for this. One of these 4 teams is going to go big for blue. One of these teams will be forever immortalized on the trophy. But as we turn our attention, we have the Broncos and the Chargers on Thursday Night Football. We have 2 games on Saturday. That should be interesting. And then a full slate of games on Sunday, finalized with the 49ers taking on the Dolphins, not great, and the Rams taking on the Jets. So hopefully the Jets end up getting a loss, actually, is what you're rooting for, although I am rooting for a Jets win because I hate the Rams. And the 49ers taking on the Dolphins. Ironically, there, I'm now rooting for a loss just so we can get better draft capital. But want to take a moment to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you all. It's the last video before the holiday season. It'll be on Wednesday. Likely won't be doing a video on that Wednesday on Christmas Day. But Merry Christmas to you all. Hopefully you get an opportunity to spend it with friends, family, and you've been good all year round. So that way Santa will bring you a present. Otherwise, you'll be getting cold, like Matthew and the Yuck for Yellow. So you don't want that. Needless to say, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and best of luck to the remaining 4 teams. Going big for blue, championship or bust. Commissioner out.